If you look at the variations in the political systems between democracies and autocracies, there are important differences that have meaningful impact on the way in which policy is made. Too often when we think about foreign policy and decisions about war and peace, we divorce that discussion from the political context. My name's Andrew Payne. I'm a lecturer in foreign policy and security at City. My book is called War on the Ballot: How the Election Cycle Shapes Presidential Decision-Making in War. The dominant power of the United States is something which I find particularly fascinating. And so I spend a lot of time at presidential libraries, lots of different archives, or interviewing different former policymakers. Elections are where I started with my research, but increasingly it's one component of a much broader story. There is a conventional wisdom that elections don't matter that much when it comes to foreign policy, because we think that the public doesn't really take foreign policy into account when they're casting their votes in the ballot box. Of course, today, increasingly, we've seen foreign policy appear on the campaign trail.
Today, our NATO allies and the alliance is as unified and determined as it has ever been.
I think we're at a real inflection point in international politics. Some of the assumptions of the post-Cold War era are now really in question. We've got growing rivalry with China and Russia, active conflicts in Europe and the Middle East, and a fraying of that broader international order. We're desperately in need of more objective and informed analysis about global politics. The thing that I like most about international politics is its accessibility. This is the kind of thing that you talk about around the dinner table with your family. It's the kind of thing you read about in the newspapers every day. This time in 5 years, my prediction would be that we'll have a new cast of characters, a new set of personalities, a new president with a different belief system, a different set of experiences, and that's the kind of thing that's going to keep people like me busy over the next 5 years and beyond.